दिल की आर्टरीज जब बंद होती हैं तो स्क्रीन पर इस तरह नज़र आती हैं। जहां उनको एक्सपैंड होना चाहिए उधर कंस्ट्रिक्ट हो जाती हैं। The heart fails to get the blood supply that it needs to function. इंसान को जितनी बीमारियां होती हैं उनमें से सबसे अच्छी बीमारी मेरे ख्याल से दिल की बीमारी है, क्योंकि उसके अंदर prognosis is very nice. It can become perfectly functional with a single stent. Hi, I'm a doctor. This is the cath lab, and I'm going to talk about my life, starting from cardiology. This is our team working on putting a stent in someone's blocked heart. एक दिन और अगर आप ज़िंदगी का देख सकें, आसमान को विजुअलाइज कर सकें, तो it is worth every second. And yet for me, games are one of my favorite things to spend time on. This game is called The Outer Worlds. I think everyone should try it. Sure, I'm a doctor, but I go out to cafes with my friends, and every time we spot a cat, we start behaving like little children. We zoom in on them. This was the mommy cat, and uska baby cat was underneath my chair. इधर वो उसको ढूंढने आ रही थी. It was honestly the cutest sight I had seen in many days. Cardiology rotation ख़त्म होने के बाद psychiatry started. I had a love-hate relationship with psychiatry क्योंकि वहाँ patients मुझे sad करते थे. But my fellow doctors were lovely. One of the things I loved most about it was our visits to OD. I zoomed in on these glasses because I thought they looked really aesthetic. Seeing people die from really close can make you feel very sad at times. Psychiatry mein toh everyone was insane. That's when you appreciate company most. And also good food. This food was amazing. AI is going to bring the end of the world. That's all I gotta say about these frames. When we got back to the hospital, my colleague showed me the stickers on our iPad and I was obsessed. इन रास्तों को देखकर मुझे हमेशा जनेह जमशेद का गाना याद आता है. एतबार is just one of those songs that fits इस्लामाबाद के सारे views. धूप में खड़ा जल रहा हूँ मैं, साया दो मुझे, are just some of those lines that resonate so deeply. मैं और मेरी friend Cafe Praha आए क्योंकि it's a new place that's opened up. But the saddest thing was कि इतना प्यारा view होने के बावजूद when we actually entered the place, they told us that there were no seats available, so we had to leave. We ended up going to a different cafe entirely. Street 1 Cafe was not the best spot that we could have chosen, but बारिश होने वाली थी and we decided to just pick something and stick with it. जहाँ हम बैठे थे वहाँ विंडो के बाहर मिनी कैपाडोकिया सीन्स चल रहे थे. I felt like we were in Turkey again. This was the only good thing about Street 1 Cafe because their food was absolutely intolerable and this drink was not good. One thing about me is I love books, and if I spot them even dur se, I will zoom in on them and they will just give me free serotonin immediately. That was the only interesting thing that happened in this cafe, and then we decided to leave. By this point, बारिश बहुत सारी तेज़ होना शुरू हो गई थी, तो we called the driver to come थोड़ा सा करीब हमारे कैफ़े के बाहर ताकि हम जल्दी से भाग के गाड़ी में बैठ सकें. But I decided to zoom in on these floaty air balloons one last time and look at how pretty the sky and these yellow umbrellas look. ज़िंदगी में हमें बहुत सारे लोग मिलते हैं, कुछ के साथ हम बहुत लंबा अरसा गुजारते हैं, लेकिन some things are just not meant to be. However, instead of being sad about moments that are lost, we can cherish them for the fact that they existed and lasted for however long they lasted for. In case you can't tell, I haven't been talking to the friend lately that I'm hanging out with in my vlog here. But I'm not too sad about it because I understand that people are fundamentally different, and instead of mourning those differences, we can accept them and actually genuinely be happy when things end up the way that they're supposed to. Anyway, look at how beautiful the rain droplets look in the car window. When I was younger, I used to watch them race each other. Here we have arrived at the final destination of this vlog, Cafe Felix. It's famously known as the Cat Cafe, with loads and loads of cats. I kid you not, we initially went straight up to the front, but then we spotted these cats in the window and we decided to go to them. They were all so cute and cozy. I wanted to just fall asleep right then and there. When I say इस cafe के कोने कोने में बिल्लियाँ थी, I am not kidding, because look at this little munchkin sitting on top of the cookies. And trust me, it wasn't unhygienic because somehow these cats knew not to touch the human food. They already had so many treats being given to them and most of them were too busy sleeping. I got distracted by this ginger cat though. I followed her towards the back room and I'm not gonna lie, it was a little bit smelly here because I think inka litter is side pe tha, but it was worth looking at this cute cat again because look at how cute she is. They had some cultural decor going on in the back, which I truly appreciated. I love when Pakistani cafes own our heritage. Somehow this cat came and sat in my lap and she sat here for quite a long while. She actually slept. लेकिन फिर हमारा खाना आ गया और उसका भी मूड ऑफ हो गया था for some reason, and then कुछ देर बाद वो चला गया, but काफ़ी देर तक he was sitting in my lap, and for as much time as he was sitting, I did not go and eat the food. But when I did go and eat the food though, it was really good, especially this cheesecake brownie thing. It was magical. Plus I loved their coffee as well. इतनी अच्छी ambience के साथ आपको कुछ भी खाने को मिल जाए, you would love it. लेकिन इनकी desserts असल में अच्छी थी. This scene is really funny because these girls got like a cat toy and they brought it to the other room और सारी बिल्लियाँ उसके पीछे भाग गईं. We were a tiny bit jealous कि सारी cats दूसरे room में जा रही हैं, but then they came back after a while. शायद उनको भी वो smell अच्छी नहीं लगी होगी जो उस side से आ रही थी. We decided to sit for a while with our coffees in the window and enjoy the moment. This moment, I feel like I could sit here forever. This little cozy cat we kept petting and they just were so sleepy. एक cat तो इस tree के ऊपर बैठी हुई थी and one of them had hidden inside of the hole in its base. So you can see that cat here right now. I don't know what it was sniffing. This boy was sitting on top of the shelves and he stayed there. I think he had a superiority complex because next time भी जब मैं cat cafe अपनी friends के साथ गई थी तो इसको बहुत ज़्यादा बस अपनी मर्ज़ी चलाने का शौक़ था and he was making sure कि बाकी cat से पहले इसे treats मिलें. This is the Cleopatra, male Cleopatra of the cat cafe. He almost gives hood vibes. You can't see him from close up over here, but next time we met him, he had a golden chain on his neck. Next up is this cute snowy white cat that was sleeping. That was it. We decided to go back. My friend had someone else meeting up with her in the cafe, so I decided to head on back home. वैसे तो अब साइकाइट्री की रोटेशन ख़त्म हुए भी काफ़ी अरसा हो गया है, लेकिन sometimes I feel like this lone droplet on the window of my car. Not going to explain that any further. Thank you for watching. Allah Hafiz.